What's going on, guys? Alex with 814ADC, and today I just wanted to kind of give my full review and just talk about the Vault Nano case from Vault Case Co. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a couple months, you would have seen this be unboxed and talked about. Probably it's been a couple months. Vault Case Co. was gracious enough to send this over to me. I reached out to them actually because I've had this one for a while. This is the original Vault case. I actually had this like early on in my knife collecting career. That is what I stored my knives in. Now I use it primarily to keep like bit drivers, Loctite, microfibers, usually all my knife maintenance tools except for one bit driver and all my bits and KPL, which goes in my Tinker Force tray that sits on my desk. Everything that doesn't go on my desk goes in there, keeps it nice and neat and all in one place. But I've utilized the hell out of that for, it's probably been 3 years now. So I've had it for a while. Like I said, it's gone from a knife containment case to keeping all my knife maintenance tools all in one place. And it's nice to have. It's nice. It's very compact. Then I saw them come out with the Vault Nano case, which is smaller, and I thought that this would be perfect for traveling with knives. It's a nice hard shell case. You guys can see this is the carbon fiber version, and they all come with a nice big patch of hook and loop Velcro, so you can put patches on there like I have some. But I saw they came out with this, and I was like, you know what, that'd be really good for traveling with knives. It's sturdy, compact, but it's a hard shell, which is important. So I reached out to Vault Case Co. and they sent me one back over to check out. And I've had it for enough time. I've used it enough. I feel like I'm ready for my full review. It's going to be a pretty simple review, probably a pretty quick video, but I just wanted to, explain to you guys how I use it and how it fits my needs, whenever I travel and whatnot. So yeah, it's a mini. The specs according to the website, which I will leave in the description down below if you guys want to go check out the website. So it's 7 inches long by 4.5 inches wide by 2 inches tall. So it's a very nice compact. I mean, like here it is next to my head. I mean, it's a pretty small case. Has a nice handle up here. It says Vault on it. Has two zipper pulls right here that says Vault. So that's really cool. This is, like I stated, the carbon fiber version. Very nice. They also have a plain black version, a white carbon version, and an orange version. So there's a little bit of color for everybody in there. You can go with the two, you can go black or with the carbon for more of a, subtle look, or you can go with the orange or the white carbon for more of a in-your-face sort of look. But yeah, so it's a nice small case. So of course, like I stated, it comes with hook and loop Velcro right here. So I have two Blue Creek knife patches on there that I got in, and then I also have a QVO tactical, which they make like Kydex holsters and everything like that. I've had this this patch for a while, and I just thought it looked cool. It's kind of like in the G.I. Joe sort of configuration. So I tossed this on here. I might start collecting Ranger eyes a little bit more and kind of fill this out, but I thought it looks pretty cool on there, so I tossed the bigger one on. But opens up here, and this is how I have it set up. So try not to have stuff fall out, but it comes with two Velcro backed sort of little, I don't even know what you want to call this, tabs, and they are all lined with this elastic bands lining down through here. I took this one out just because it took up a little less space, and I found how I'm using it with the one in there works best for me. So this one just kind of chills in my closet. I don't use it a lot, but this is how I have been rocking it. So I have the other tab up here that I can put knives in, and then I'm using a Devo Knives Issuing Stitches Hank down here to kind of protect some of my knives that I have in there. Hopefully you guys are able to see this okay. But So I can pull this right out. You guys can see it's just another Velcro back tab. So in here I have the, and I just stuck some knives in here to show kind of how I would carry it. But right there I have the Kaiser Mini Beg Lighter and the Kaiser Original. Nice small slim knives that fit well in here. A lot of knives like this size or this shape fit in here. So these two, you know, the Quiet Carry Drift will probably fit in there. The TRM Neutron 2, the Banter, the Lander, a lot of smaller knives that I have a lot of smaller knives, so they'd fit great in there. And then it comes, okay, so before I show the rest, I just have this big, because it's a bigger hank, I don't carry it a whole lot, but I use it down here to keep knives folded in and whatnot. And then I also am using a, if you guys are able to see this without me dropping anything, but I'm also using a little Quiet Carry microfiber to also aid in keeping knives from hitting on each other. But I was able to keep the Devo Knives Mash in there, the Neutron 2 in there, and I also have the Spidey Chef in there as well. So I kind of just make a little pocket with my microfiber, or my hank, excuse me, and then I just kind of, I put a knife in, I fold the hank over it, and then the one in the middle, I'll put this down and wrap the middle one up, so it just added protection. And then I kind of, after I get, you know, I can fit 3 knives in there the way I had it set up there, but I'm sure if I wanted to use some smaller knives, I could fit some smaller knives in there. But I kind of just make it a burrito, so I make sure everything's kind of not touching each other and not rubbing on each other, so it's not going to scratch anything. Then, because this is microfiber backed, which is nice and soft and subtle. I have a dog hair on here, I want to get off. Once I make sure everything is okay, then I kind of, you know, fold it up, wrap it like a burrito, and once everything is good, it fits in here very well. You guys can see it has sort of a little hollowed out area, and it is microfiber backed or hook and loop backed as well. Nice rigidity of the case, works very well. But that's just how I found it. It works best for me. Now up here, there is this tab as well. It kind of floats back and forth, but then you also have the same hook and loop up here. That's also soft to the touch. But the way I found it works best for me is I kind of just take this tab and it'll sit in here just the way it fits into the, you know, the shape of the mold. It fits in there and it doesn't really go anywhere. So then I take my tab here with a couple knives in it, and then I just Velcro it right on there, and then it's good to go, you know, nice and tight. Granted, it could pop out there. Trying to hold on to this without dropping it. But when you have other knives that are in this situation, in this area down here, just works best for me. Like I said, in this, you guys might think this way is stupid. You might think it's, you know, not dumb or not smart. It might be dumb. But again, this is just how I found it works best. You know, because this is a cool hank. I got this for, has Kevin's face on it. I think it's Kevin. Yeah, it's Kevin, not Colin. I got this in the Stout pre-order, and it's a big hank, and I just don't tend to carry huge hanks like this. I tend to carry a little bit smaller ones, but it's a nice hank. It's well made. Issuing Stitches made it, like I stated earlier. So I wanted to use it, so I thought it'd be a great way to protect knives in here. You know, that way I'm able to fit sort of kind of compacted in there, you know, get them situated to where they're not going to be rubbing on each other, but they're still packed in there tightly. And it works for me. I've been using this method for not the whole time I've had it, because for the first, you know, couple uses I used it for, I did use both of this and I was putting knives in. And this works well for slimmer, you know, smaller knives, but sometimes I will say it is a pain in the butt to try to, you know, slide a knife in the whole way and to get it like, see, I can't even get my finger under it, like popped up underneath this elastic. It works well once it's in there, and it keeps it, you know, steady, keeps it from sliding out. And obviously the pot clip will slide down here. It's just, I don't know. That's why I kind of moved away from using both of them. I like the method of having this top one up here for any smaller knives I could just slide in, and then bigger bodied knives I can put down here wrap it up like a burrito. You know, I don't want to call it the knife burrito because Ben over at NASCO already coined the knife burrito, but that's essentially what it is. You kind of just wrap them up in here. I can use this microfiber if needed for another little sort of protection layer, and that's to me how I've been using it. It's been working well. I haven't gone anywhere like far since I've used this specific method. I've only taken, I went to my fiance's, you know, a couple different times. That's just across town for a couple nights here and there. I've used this. I think I did go to, I did use it when I went to my fiance's. She's back at school now for her last semester of college. When I went to visit her for 2 weekends, I know I used it on one weekend. I'm pretty sure I used it the second weekend as well. But I haven't like really traveled with it. But later it's January 31st when I'm filming this, but later in February, my fiance and I are going on a trip up into Vermont. Very excited for that. But I'm really excited to use this because I'll be, you know, that's more of a traveling trip, more of a, you know, get on the road and drive for 8 hours and whatnot. And that's really what I'm excited to use it for. And we'll be staying there for 3 nights. So I'll be kind of able to like keep my EDC packed around this too, which I'm excited for. Maybe I'll put a pen in here. Maybe I'll put a flashlight. Who knows? But so yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. It was overdue for a review. So the Vault Casco, said that wrong. Vault Casco guys can, you know, check it out and to see that I gave a review on it. I really like the product. I think it's fantastic. And it works very well. It looks cool. I love the handle on here. I love when it's fully, you know, packed out. You just, looks like a little briefcase. It's just definitely cool. I really like it. I've enjoyed having it. It's just a really cool piece of EDC gear. So again, I will leave Vault Casco linked in the description down below. You know, disclaimer, they did send this to me, but I'm not, if I had anything wrong with it, if I thought it was, you know, a bad product, I would definitely, you know, portray it to you guys, but I think it's fantastic. You know, it's a really good product. So let me know down below. Have you guys ever had anything from Vault Casco? If you have, you know, what are your opinions on them? I'd love to hear what you have to say. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And before I want to go, I do want to give 2 shout outs in the knife group chat that I'm in, or the YouTube group chat that I'm in on Instagram. A couple of days ago, we were talking about giving shout outs. And I'm going to try to go, you know, 1 at a time or 2 at a time when I'm giving shout outs. But I do want to give a shout out to Sharpened Blade. I will leave his channel link down below. We were just chatting last night, and we're both around the same amount of subs, you know, within 20 or 30, I think, of each other. And we were just saying how 1,000 is on the horizon for both of us. So please go give him a follow or a subscribe, a follow, a like, whatever you guys want to do. He's putting out some good EDC content. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.